Embrace the challenge of team in training. The rewards go far beyond what you could ever imagine.
I have never been an athlete. I decided to sign up for the team in training because I had gotten to a point where I just wasn't doing anything. I was sitting around, I was watching too much TV, I was eating too much, and I had wanted to start to run.
Once I heard they did triathlons, that was what sold it for me.
I think that one aspect about team in training that really drew us is the fact that we were going to be actually physically doing something towards a cause. It wasn't just writing a check and putting in the mail.
I will tell you this, there's never been anything I've ever done in life that's given me more back than I put in.
I love the coaching staff.
20 seconds, no more, no less, okay? 20 seconds.
To think that 4 months ago I was running 3 miles and I just did 20. Whoa.
If you're comfortable doing freestyle, when you take that breath, turn on your side and look up at the sky and take the slowest inhale you've taken on any stroke to date.
It's invaluable what's available to you when you have a professional coach working with you essentially for free on an ongoing basis. And I also think working in a group is really interesting because you learn from other people.
Get nice and warm. This is the payoff. So we worked hard to get to this point. The goal was to raise the money for leukemia, and this is just the fun part.
For those of you who are participating in your first team in training event, you are joining a prestigious group. They've raised over $430 million to fight leukemia, lymphoma, and myeloma. They are runners, walkers, cyclists, triathletes, all on a mission. And the mission is to cure blood cancers.
And nearly 76% of every dollar spent goes to support education, patient services, and research activities. Money that's having an enormous impact. Christine Iovino sees that firsthand as both a nurse at Sloan Kettering Hospital and as a TNT triathlete.
Team in training, the money that they raise has helped so many of our patients here.
We're talking about literally hundreds of thousands of lives that have been saved through the good work of you folks.
But there's still work to be done.
I'm doing this ride because I lost my husband to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma 2 years ago, almost exactly. When I first got my bike, I couldn't ride it without crying, actually. And now, there's no place I'd rather be is on the bike, and I'm just hoping that we can obliterate these terrible diseases.
The money TNT athletes raise helps save lives. It gives hope to children like 6-year-old Kathleen Dickinson. Kathleen has leukemia and is undergoing treatment that 15 years ago would not have been available.
We need the funding and we need the research. And just look at any one of these children and you're saving their lives. That's what you're doing.
As each runner signs up to participate in this, I mean, you've got to think that it's for a great cause. I mean, it's improving Kathleen's chance of survival. She's going to beat this, and she's told us this, that she's going to fight this, and she's not going to let it take her life.
The Society meets the Better Business Standards for ethical conduct and charitable accountability.
The fundraising, I think, was a very intimidating aspect of team in training, just because I have never done any fundraising before. And, you know, I think that money, in a way, is kind of a taboo topic.
I'm not someone who feels comfortable asking people for money. And it's amazing to me how willing people are. For this good of a cause, people will be more than happy to give you money. They want to.
People give much more than you would ever think. People have been affected by leukemia in ways that you never knew. All we did was the letter campaign, and people responded.
That was the easiest part. people, you know, would send me checks and I would nearly fall off my chair with the amount they would give me. I had no idea that people would be so generous.
I think everybody has somebody that's been touched by leukemia or cancer. And when I started thinking about it, I had a long list.
My dad was diagnosed with AML, and 4 weeks to the day that he was diagnosed, he passed away. His name was Dan, and he was 65 when he passed away. You know, he was just a good dad. I think he'd be so happy. I mean, he was really proud of me, you know, for all the swim meets I did and ice skating and all the other kinds of things I participated in growing up.
It's a tribute to her father. It's a wonderful tribute.
There is a ton of camaraderie. All of my best friends, everybody I know, people that I've met over the last few years have all become my best friends with this program.
These are people that started as strangers and we became a family.
And that bonding happens in many different ways. It happens when you train together, when you fundraise together, and it culminates with a weekend of parties that take place both before and after the big event.
They smiled a lot during training, they're smiling a lot today, and after the finish line when they tell us what it was like, they'll be smiling again. They'll be talking about their times for years.
Way to go, Sherry!
Good job.
Good. So incredibly proud of her. What she's doing to make this please go away.
What are you waiting for? This is the best time of your life. This is where you become somebody.
This is probably the most incredible thing I've ever done in my entire life.
Feet don't fail me now.
It's rare that you're given the opportunity to really be a hero and save people's lives. Give it a go. You're going to love it.
So many people say to me, like, wow, you know, like I could never do that. And you'd be surprised at what you can actually do.
Set a goal and go after it. And don't stop until you do it.
It would be so easy to just turn your back on it. But to take a personal interest in it and to put your heart into it is incredible. And we thank them very much for that.